Hey guys, it's Thor Sandalwood, and I'm very excited today because we're going to talk a lot about what's coming in the month of May 2021. But also, we're going to be kind of looking into what I even see further down the road. Oops, let me turn that down, guys. What I see further down the road, as far as, there's going to be some dangerous stuff that I said in about a year, by the end of this year, that especially we're going to see things heat up when Rahu enters the nakshatra of Kritika. And I'll probably have to make another video on that one. But I feel like, oh, hello, Colleen. I feel like, and by the way, guys, thank you guys for coming in to the live stream. And if you guys have any questions during the live stream, please feel free to ask. And so this next month, I made a little bit of a PowerPoint presentation for you guys, so we could try to go through some of the key transits. Now, you guys are probably aware Jupiter entered Aquarius last month, so I'm not going to really cover that right now. But the big transits, this month is going to be the month, I believe, by the end of April, going into May, where the crap is going to somewhat hit the fan here. We know right now we have tensions in Ukraine happening right now. We have the pandemic happening right now. Thank you, K-Meta. Thank you, guys. It's great to be here more often. I'm probably going to be here more often because I ended up leaving my job of 16 years. And then so right now I'm in the middle of looking for another one, and plus I have time to go ahead and do these YouTube videos. Okay, let's get started with this. And if you guys, here we go. There's the first slide I created for you guys about the May 2021 predictions. The first thing you guys want to notice is that Mars is there, because this next month is going to be a Mars type of month. And we're going to look into why it's going to be a Mars month. Let's go switch slides here. I see this, guys. We're at this culmination point right now. We have, things like this plague that's all over the earth. We have these military escalations happening in Russia and Ukraine and the United States. We have a lot of tensions with the shootings and the violence that we're seeing. And that's one of the Mars things I wanted to show about what's happening. If you guys remember when Rahu entered ARDRA over a year ago, that's really when this whole thing got set off with the worldwide pandemic and everything else going on. Then we had, remember, a few months after that, we had different incidents of violence happen. Then there was a lot of looting and violence in some of the cities. And I think that this battle that we're having right now in May, end of April and May, is really the battle for Earth, which I call it. And as you see, the light forces versus the dark forces, or Dharma versus anti-Dharma, love versus fear, unity or division. And I see right now with the way the political situation is in the United States, and I'm sure it's like this around the world, is that there is so much hatred just brewing among the masses. It's just, it's palpable, like you can feel it. And here in the U.S., like even when I go places, I just feel the tension, the angst. And it's getting pretty bad, guys. And that's it. I mean, unity or division. That we have choices here. Let me switch slides here. And this is going to be the trigger point right here, is when Mars enters ARDRA. So that's going to be April 24th, 2021, all the way to May 16th, 2021. And then I put danger zone and trigger warning. So it's weird because it's like we got ARDRA, which is already a very dangerous place that we're already. ARDRA is already a very treacherous nakshatra. ARDRA is the god of storms. Okay, we'll go back to this slide again. Let me throw another slide for you guys. So we got ARDRA. He's the god of storms. So he literally represents physical storms, the violence of nature, and unrest. And when you research ARDRA more, you start realizing that ARDRA really represents the violence inherent in nature. So even nature, you know, there's lions that go out and eat water buffalo, you know, there's storms, there's hurricanes. So the violence of nature. So I expect that in this next end of April and during May, I'm expecting that we are going to probably see more manifestations of this breakage of violence that's happening. So, and think about this, guys. It's not just ARDRA, the god of storms, that are going to heat up, but it's Mars entering the sign of ARDRA that's going to. And Mars is the planet of war. It's the planet of aggression. It's the planet of hot-headedness. It's the planet of physical aggression. It rules weapons of all kinds. And this is the type of stuff I see going on with Mars really being that trigger event when it hits ARDRA. And so we go back to that slide again. We're kind of in the danger zone during that whole time. So expect some sort of... what I'm going to be warning is, you know, I'm really worried that with the way the tension is in the United States and all around the world, is that one of the problems we're going to have is, you know, all it's going to take is one little thing, you know, one little video to drop of something that, you know, is very, very, people are emotionally triggered about. And this could set it all off. So I'm very worried about this time, guys. So this is a very dangerous time. The next thing we have going, guys, is we have a lunar eclipse blood moon happening May 26, 2021 in Scorpio. Nakshatra Anuradha. And it's very telling. It's called the blood moon, okay? Also, we got to realize Scorpio is a sign ruled by Mars. And K2 is there currently. Transiting K2s in Scorpio. This is going to be a lot of uncovering. Remember, Scorpio is the sign of deep psychology, deep buried emotions. It's the sign of things being held back and sudden eruptions of force, sudden eruptions of anger, of different things coming to the surface. So I think that when we're heading into this lunar eclipse blood moon, that's really what we're looking at. We're looking at some sort of, and I mean, everything is synchronized with this. We have Scorpio already being emotions, and then we have the moon entering Scorpio. And remember, the moon is debilitated in Scorpio because the moon is already not feeling comfortable. The moon is exalted in the sign of Taurus because that's Earth. That's where the moon can be grounded. But in Scorpio, you know, we have a lot of instability. The moon is not happy there. There's a lot of psychological baggage there. There's a lot of problems there. So I think with this month, we're going to see a lot of things coming to the surface. And when we look at the nakshatra of Anuradha, Anuradha is the nakshatra of triage control, of damage control. So when I'm like looking at this, okay, Mars is going into ARDRA, and then we have this blood moon lunar eclipse on May 26th, and it happens to be in the damage control nakshatra. So we are in very dangerous, troubled times right now, guys. And so that's why I'm putting out to my Dharma warriors and all you guys in the chat, I'm putting out kind of the danger zone. We're in the danger zone again, just like we were when Rahu was transiting ARDRA. So this is the war. This is the war for planet Earth right now. And so really it is, are we going to, as Dharma warriors, I'm just clicking on something real quick, guys. But really, are we as Dharma warriors, are we going to continue to hold faith, believe in Dharma, stay in our meditation routines, stay anchored in the light, and not be brought into that fear, that darkness, what the controllers and the people that this ruling elite want us to be in? Because there's people that they want this division to be happening. They want division because a population's easier to control. Remember, divide and conquer. But it's time, when we're entering the age of Aquarius, this is supposed to be the age of unity. And we're getting there, but it's gonna be a while before we see Age of Aquarius. I'm gonna be doing another video on when Rahu enters Kritika, which is gonna be in September of 2021. So I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of an advance notice on that. When Rahu enters the nakshatra of Kritika, which is the Razor nakshatra, it also represents military conquest and so forth. Rahu transited Kritika when the 2003 Iraq, the U.S. invasion of Iraq happened in 2003. So we could be seeing that the events right now, during this period of time, April, May, June, maybe through the summer, could be leading to something big coming into September, and it could be some sort of warfare. Let's see. Those are the big transits for the month. I think it's kind of like, I sound like doom and gloom. Is there any questions in the chat? And let me pull up and see if there's any other transits here. I should have done a little bit better time preparing. But you know, live streams are. Let us see. Do you teach classes? No, I don't teach any classes. I think I'm mainly just doing teaching kind of on YouTube at the moment. I'm thinking about setting up a Patreon very soon here. I was really hoping to grow the YouTube channel. I want to get at least 1,000 subscribers. So I'm hoping to grow the YouTube channel, get on Patreon, and start teaching on there. And I'm just waiting to see if there's any more questions, guys, in the chat here. I got a lot of, I noticed a lot of people like the monthly predictions. The readings seem to not have as many people in the chat. The live chart readings. Well, it's definitely good to have you guys all here. I think, guys, unless there's any more questions in the chat, I think I'm going to... I had that big warning from May, so we have those big events happening. If there's any other questions in the chat, I was going to make this kind of just a 15-minute, 20-minute video. A lot of these YouTube astrologers kind of keep it down to 15 or 20 minutes. Thank you guys showing up. I think that's it. If you guys like this material, please like and subscribe to my channel. Especially for those people, my live chat people, thank you so much for joining me. Also, I want to tell you, when will this COVID end? When will this COVID end? I don't see this COVID ending. I'll need to look into that. What? Oh. Okay. Okay, guys. Sorry, guys. There's a delay, so my spouse let me know. Hey, there's more questions. See, when will this COVID thing end? You know, the COVID thing, this is going to be going for a while. And I think, I mean, honestly, I think it's going to be going till, and I'm just like off the top of my head, guys, doing this. Let's see. I think the COVID thing is going to end when Saturn enters Aquarius, which is in about April of 2022. That's when I think that the COVID thing is going to end. I think with Saturn transiting the 10th house of the natural zodiac, it's transiting Capricorn right now, and that represents the government, control, all that stuff. I think it's not going to be till April of 2022 that we see it seriously winded down. Like maybe we're not wearing masks by then. All right, that's an awesome. When will the COVID end? But will WW3 happen? Guys, I think if things are allowed, unless the light warriors and the Dharma warriors and people really speak up, and because I think that the darkness, they definitely want a World War III to get triggered, and we're seeing tensions. Will WW3 happen? It might. It's kind of like there is a free will. So there's going to be a window of World War III happening. I think, well, between now and even September, the end of this year, when Rahu enters Kritika, the nakshatra of Kritika. Will we get vaccine passports? Well, the passports, I think they're still going to be, those things are still going to be in play while Saturn transits Capricorn in the natural 10th house. So right now it's going to be dicey. I think the Biden administration said they're not going to have a federal mandate, but then corporations and companies and states can have their own mandates. So it's getting very, very weird. Yes, K-Meta. I believe that the markets right now are definitely overbought. I think right now we are in a total asset bubble. I think we're in a total asset bubble right now. And I think everything's way too high. Real estate's way too high. Everything is it's all just paper fiat money that's being printed and kind of boosting all this up. You know, the bubble popping, you know what's interesting is I do see with Rahu continue to transit the sign of Taurus. I think real estate, some of these things are still going to be going for a while. Because Rahu still has a while to finish transiting through Taurus. I think also, yeah, I agree, Yolanda. We're super overdue for a financial crash. I think they're going to keep this thing going for about another year. Till the end of this year. And I think when we have that Rahu entering that nakshatra of Kritika, which I remember, guys, I told you it means the razor. That might be kind of, very symbolic of a razor popping a balloon. So right now with K2 transiting Scorpio, it's really a time of a lot of secrets coming unearthed, a lot of things like that. But I still see real estate because of Rahu transiting Taurus. I still see that being a good buy at the moment. I think though this Rahu entering the Kritika, and if there's a war, I think that's just gonna, it's gonna be pretty tough. What about, okay. Anyways, guys, I think that I'm very happy that you guys all came to the chat. I think I'm going to end the live stream unless there's any more questions. And I'll wait a little bit longer. When is that Rahu transit? Well, actually, give me a moment here because I didn't write it down just yet. Let's see. I wrote it down somewhere. Let's see. Let's find out what that Rahu transit is. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let me see. Okay, we are going, let's see. I'm actually looking right now, guys, to see when Rahu enters. I'm on the Kala software right now. And I'm seeing when Rahu's going to enter Kritika. I wasn't prepared to do that video just yet, but I'm going to take a look at it right now, just for you guys in live time, because you guys are so awesome. I was actually clicking the wrong way, so forgive me, guys. Okay, let's see. Rahu. Okay, let's switch that out. 920. All right. So September 20th, 2021 is going to be when Rahu enters Kritika. And remember, that means the razor. Let me see. Oops. So beginning after that time, guys, I think that around the end of this year, I think that's when things are just going to start. I think things are just going to get worse. Let's see. Kamala Harris. Sorry. I keep saying Kamala's name wrong, by the way. On Kamala Harris, Rahu in first house, is it true that people with Rahu in first house have karmic fate? Oh, absolutely. I think that's true. Any time where we have this karmic axis of Rahu and Ketu, definitely there's fate at play. So I think if Kamala gets, something ends up happening where she's definitely in a bhukti, Mahadasha and bhukti, where she could ascend for the next about 1 year, where she could ascend to become president. And the Rahu, with this Rahu thing going on, especially with her chart, it could be fated to happen. And there's a lot of symbolism, guys. I want to show, I did see an article, there's a lot of symbolism with Kamala and the goddess Durga. So there's a lot of symbolism there. And I think Kamala, her middle name is Devi, right? Kamala Devi Harris. And a lot of the controllers, they like this kind of symbolism. So Kamala Devi Harris, and she's representing the goddess Durga, going in there. And what is the goddess Durga? She's like a warrior. So that's also comes into play, like what is going to be happening when she ends up becoming president? That's going to be kind of like, there must be something going on if she's supposed to be the archetypal person of the goddess Durga. So I'm a little bit worried. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching my live stream. I love that a lot of my subscribers were here for this. Thank you guys so much. If I didn't quite do enough, I can actually do a follow-up video if you guys want another one for this one. But anyway, guys, thank you. If you guys are interested in a private reading, just look down below, comment, and subscribe on my channel. Thank you very much.